I think I know what this video is going to be called, but if I don't know what it's going to be called, then, well, we're just going to sit here and do quick plays until we get the character I'm looking for, because I might as well use this chance to explain, while I'm trying to randomize Haru here, that, yeah, things happened within the last 36 hours, and I didn't really get a chance to do anything, because I was trying to actually render a video, and that video decided to kill my computer. So hence why I'm doing this video as a makeup video, I guess is what I'm going to call it. But I don't want to customize the playthrough. Maybe I will after too many attempts. But it gives me a chance to explain. So, not really much else to say. I said it on my community page, but I'll say it here again. Yeah, I had to back up all my files. I had to restore a restore point and get my data back, essentially. Thank goodness I do keep backups, but that doesn't save me from everything, so I did lose a lot of stuff, because it's also been a while since I backed up some of my data. Usually I do it on a frequent basis, but if I don't, then what happens is I lose a lot of stuff. Things like placeholders, thumbnails, certain icons, things of that nature. A lot of other stuff is actually saved here on this platform, so I don't really mind it as much. But if I don't get Haru here soon, then I am going to just do a thing, because that's the end of my explanation. So, if I don't get Haru this next quick play, I'll just memorize the settings. You got that, exquisite taste, all perks, random item. So, without further ado, let me try to remember that. Random item, exquisite taste, Yogatag, Haru, all perks I think as well. For giggles, I'll do all perks, so yeah, without further ado, exquisite taste, Yogatag. I'll do it one more time because I need to put timestamps, but where are you, fish? So as we get into Yogatag, exquisite taste, all perks, random item, Haru. Yeah, and I'm not going to do anything too weird. I'm going to try not to do anything too weird, because as we get second, strength, light, Takshisan, and dexterity, this is probably one of the best combinations you can get as Haru, honestly speaking, because while Haru has a bit more charisma, essentially getting strength and the 4 non-stat checks are what you want to see as Haru. That's actually what you want to see with most other characters, but Haru specifically likes strength. Even if you end up not using a weapon, which is what I'm going to do on this run, it is very, very nice to be able to, even during exquisite taste, set illegal den and forget it. That's one of the reasons why not the main reason, it's one of the reasons why I've switched to using no weapon Haru, because we have all these backstories, and then some of the new mysteries as well, but there's only one mystery that interferes with no weapon Haru, but it would really depend on my level ups. I have all perks, so it's kind of hard to say for certain, but as I get Ghostly Spear, okay, we're gonna try not to use Ghostly Spear, because that's not a very common occurrence. But if nothing else, if there's one thing to take away from just this much gameplay, it's that you want the prepare action, because the cigarette case that I'm going to pick up, or try to pick up, is very good. Otherwise, alternatively, I could do scissors first, but in the interest of not dying too much, well, shoot. I want to take a town mystery. In this specific instance, it's a bit strange, but still, you want to take a town mystery. Sailors might not be so bad, because theoretically speaking, while I personally like saving sailors for last, if you want a 50-50 shot at getting a weapon at all, you can take sailors and just toss 2 items away. Did I even pick up? I did. But I sold the notes, so whoopsie doopsie. Well, I needed it for cigarettes. The other unfortunate thing I'm talking about is that when you have 3 boss mysteries like this, as Haru, I would still prioritize grabbing a pack of cigarettes, because that provides the most gameplay benefit, especially encounter-wise, but mainly encounter-wise, weighted against the fact that if I take scissors, or recluse, or ward last, damage increases by 1, which I could take ward 4th, because you can actually just avoid this boss, hence why my current the order I'm going to take these mysteries is probably Sailors, Scissors, Recluse. Scissors, Recluse is just a general, you want to usually do Scissors before Recluse if you don't know what timeline you're going to be on. Because of Scissors Timeline B, not much else to say, I'll probably mention that in detail in another video. And then Ward 4th, and then Mermaids last. Mermaids we can also escape, the burns will not really, shouldn't really affect me during Takshisan. if I want a free boss encounter. Basically, we have five bosses, right? Theoretically speaking. But as I said earlier, the cigarette case, this 15% chance, even if it was 10%, it still provides you benefits because you're not sure if you're going to run into an encounter in 1 or 2 investigations or less than 1 or 2 investigations before your cigarettes run out. But the more important thing is that you also grab funds here. While I don't get to rest, a lot of my doom is spent grabbing funds, so I normally don't want to rest anyway. And then visiting the vending machines can grant you a weapon like the brick, which you might as well pick up and save. And I'm just going to smoke cigarettes now so that nothing really strange happens. Although this is going to be really bad for Recluse because you don't fight anything Recluse. Normally I would take Recluse maybe and not smoke cigarettes, but because I'm because Haru is Haru, I don't really get to do that without eating it in the face. So I could throw these 2 bricks away. I'm also on Yogatak, so my doom is going to super increase, but for the moment, we might be fine. Again, grabbing a weapon is not a bad idea as Haru, but you do need to figure out how you're going to deal with nicotine withdrawal. Now, again, Recluse is a special case because you can also pick up the Cursed Doll and get rid of nicotine withdrawal, so that's something to think about as well. I mean, I guess I could go for that just to show, but I wanted to do a run where you're mainly under the effect of cigarettes, but I guess this technically counts too, right? I don't know why I'm defending here, because I am just wasting more time, unless the vampire is about to do something else, but at this point, we might as well brace again. That way we lose less, we have a chance of losing less reason damage. Alright, I could have also used the brick, I forgot about that, but it's fine for now. I would really like another item. This is a strength check, by the way. I keep forgetting this is a strength check, but I think failing that is also just as bad. We're gonna go to the History Club to grab something. So this costs 4 doom, but if it helps me avoid a boss, it's well worth it. Which it is, and I get a weapon anyway, so yeah, not so bad. Yogatak is definitely still increasing my doom, but because we have scissors into Recluse, our doom management will actually be quite good. And let's see, what else did I have? Oh, I do have ward, that's right. Actually, I need to prepare a bit more because I need to grab a hospital pass. This saves you HP on average. Just grab the hospital pass. That's not a Haru specific thing, but it also helps Haru out because he does less investigations in ward with the hospital pass, which means less cigarette wasting. There's something else I wanted to do and I forgot, but oh, the thingy, not the that's right, I took vending machines. Whoops! I don't have the police station, never mind. I was like, where's my police station? Oh yeah, exquisite taste, I chose vending machines. I still argue you take vending machines as Haru, but hey. But more importantly, I mean, police station versus hospital pass, I would still rather take police station, or hospital pass, sorry. The police station is more consistent, but you can argue the same the other way too, where if you take ward with max threat level, or instead of ward with the hospital pass, depending on RNG, you can just die anyway, so hey, I might as well smoke this next pack, and now I need a 3rd pack, theoretically speaking. But if I want to humor it, I could also grab this Cursed Scissors, but we're on Yogatak, so I think I'm just gonna make that. I'm gonna do this for ending A, Triangle Electricity. And if I need to, I'll use the Cursed Doll. That's the one thing Recluse really interacts with Haru, is that, well, not the Cursed Doll, the stuffed toy, sorry. Why do I call it a doll? Anywho. Yeah, the stuffed toy removes 1 curse, and nicotine withdrawal is well, it is a curse of sorts, but maybe that gets patched out, maybe it doesn't. That's why I normally don't think about it, but if it doesn't, then go ahead and I'm not going to say anything on anyone who decides to use the stuffed toy for that reason. Now, with all perks, I could grab deduction as well, but we're gonna grab this because I want my reason, and we have Recluse to deal with. And we're not on Timeline B Scissors, so I do need to deal with a roommate encounter while dealing with the Scissor Lady. But if my torch isn't as great like you see here, then I would rather go for a full set of kicks or brace kick. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to... Can I do this? Let's see, find out. Let's find out. 5 damage or potential 6. Yeah, in this case, I'm going to do this. I mean, that's the other thing. Haru does have good alternatives if he does pick up a free weapon. Whether that's the torch or whether that's the even just a wooden bat. If you can squeeze 8 guaranteed damage off prep attack, or brace into something, it's pretty good. I think I'm just gonna do this. No. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save this. So we're just gonna eat this -1 all damage again. Brace nullifies the damage double and returns it to normal damage while avoiding slit mouth, and then we do a thing. So I think what I do have the light check, but I don't really care because I'm just trying to get to the lighthouse mainly. So into Recluse we go. And I guess I'll play with the stuffed toy. Now getting these funds is good for me, but if we run into nicotine withdrawal, we'll deal with it. Because I know I have Doom to spend with Recluse and Scissors together, I'm going to take the Doom option. And we're going to keep moving on. If we don't have or get price... Well, we have price hike, never mind. So cigarettes cost an extra fun, but still, this is normally good for me. So we'll grab the stuffed toy for the purposes of getting rid of nicotine withdrawal. But even without it, there's a very good chance. Now, I lost funds there, but I could just go grab the tree for funds as well. If I really need to, there's almost like nicotine withdrawal is just that bad. Even if I get branded, I would argue I would rather that than nicotine withdrawal because encounters are so gosh darn painful. This does do 4 damage, right? Okay, so it does. Can I brace, actually, is the question. I can. So we're going to do that. So we deal 8 damage per 2 reason loss instead of 3 reason per 8 damage dealt to the roommate. Did I just word that different? Anywho, I shouldn't have actually done that, but because I'm bracing, I felt a bit more comfortable. So, and I get to keep the torch, which is the arguably more important thing. But as we have enough cigarettes to also last through ward, like this is a really, this is a very good run. And then we get fast swimmer, so there is some good RNG going on here. I could change with ward, but as long as we don't have fetid fumes, it could be a lot worse. I can also choose to grab painkillers at any time for a good use of Doom, but still, you get what I mean. This is a very good run. A shorter ward. We have Scissors, we have Recluse. I don't spend a lot of cigarettes. Now, we will need to grab another pack if I want to stay that way, but if I don't, I can also just use the stuffed toy. That's what I mean. I do keep forgetting that you can use the stuffed toy in nicotine withdrawal, but that's because I normally don't do it, because I have a common belief as we go on a tangent for a moment of I don't normally like to use strategies that I feel may be patched out in the future, although that being said, stuffed toy nicotine withdrawal is probably not something that's going to be changed, or definitely not high on the priority list. Also, I don't have handcuffs, so I would need to fight this, but we can just run as well. I forgot my second encounter, by the way, so this could be bad, but this run should be more than enough proof. Haru is in a lot better state than he was in the past, definitely. But on top of that, he has a lot of things going for him that allows him to break a lot of rules that would normally hurt other characters or would be a disadvantage for other characters. Now that being said, would I like to have rest and the police station? Sure. Also, I have not used Ghostly Spirit yet. I could have definitely used it for the ward boss, but just to kind of show my confidence here that it's... Yeah. Now this I wouldn't really gamble on. I'll just take the -2 all damage here. Do I one-shot? Do I two-shot you? Not one-shot. Do I two-shot you? I two-shot you. And I get box cutters for it. So theoretically, I could also fight this mad janitor, but again, I'm not going to, just to prove a point. I could also fight this toilet ghost, but it's doing extra damage, so no. I also have yet to visit the monument. I guess I might as well. No, I don't have the monument. That's right. But I shouldn't need to. If I die, I've made mistakes, basically. So as we take stamina damage here. As long as we don't do a thing, we should be okay. I would have liked to decrease Doom there. I didn't get to. This is the last one. If I run to an encounter here, I'd be very sad. But it's fine. Unless I forget my second encounter. We have to take burns here. If we notice that noticing the face is a doom increase, so hence why I'm not doing that. And maybe Takushi-san does defeat me, but this is a very cruise-like run, even if I end up dying. But hey, ooh, core strength as well. That's gonna be a heck of a thing. But I perfectly survive stamina and reason. It's doom I'm worried about here, so I'm gonna try not to use Ghostly Spear, but if I do, excuse me. But yeah, this is a little quick Haru run. Haru with the weapon, fine. Haru with kicks, also fine. You saw me brace kick twice. You saw me brace prep attack as well. He's in a lot better spot. So I did Scissors second, definitely. But did I do anything else? I got the rooftop event. So what did I actually do? Was it actually Scissor Woman? It wasn't Rioter. My first... It had to be Pillar Vampire then, right? So that means Scissor Woman was my second. Alright, interesting. I mean, I didn't get to use my cigarettes as much there, but not having cigarettes and running into an encounter with nicotine withdrawal, I think that's arguably worse. It's not great. I have nicotine withdrawal, by the way, so this actually might end up hurting me. Do I have the 6th floor, by the way? I don't. But can I brace at all? I should have used the stuffed toy. But let's see what we can do. Ooh, I can't even strong attack. That's interesting. 2 Doom, throw things. I should have equipped the box cutter, actually. Too late now. We throw the Kendo helmet as well, because that's not going to do much for us. Do I get out of this? Or do I have to Ghostly Spear? I really don't want to Ghostly Spear. Let's see. I went through all the checks. So if I defeat Takushi-san here, I should be okay. Theoretically speaking. So, we're gonna do this, because I normally can't. And then 9 damage. Maybe. Well, let's find out if RNG is on our side today. I could just cast Ghostly Spear. It is not. So, without further ado, not really much else to say. I mean, yes, I could have just succeeded that run, but getting this close and fooling around as much as I did, like, this is Haru. This is Haru. This is Haru.